Hello there, everybody. Welcome back to episode 19 of the Savage Lands. We are going to get today into several fun things. So, first of all, I want to continue where I left off the last time, and that was the water acquisition. So, I figured that we might be just connecting our new project with the already available canal here. So we're going to use this. So really important, again, we need bridges and all that, is that we make this all sealable. So whenever we want to shut off the water source, we can shut off the water source. Really important stuff. In the last episodes, we have claimed the first areas of the caverns. We're now also, hey, where are you guys? We also got ourselves our first heroes here. We got the first killed forgotten beast by our squads, so things are looking quite nice for our fortress here in general. So I think what I'm going to do here is, first thing for today, we're going to give those guys bedrooms here. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh well, 10th was not happening. So once these are set up, I'm going to assign them to sleep down there and see if they're going to stop with those unnecessary commutes here in between. Because I see them not as often training as I'd like them to see. Okay, so let's see what the water canal thing has been up to. So we're going to link this bad boy with that one. So this is just going to be a very basic water control system that's going to allow us to get some river water in and use it for a while, basically. Nothing special here. So we're going to link the other lever with that thing here so we can shut off that connection if we want to as well. Hey, boys. And yet another forgotten beast has arrived. This one with fire. But if I am not mistaken, this one isn't going to go for our area here. Let's see. We're going to follow him for a moment. He's already injured. Why are you already injured? Oh no. Well, his neck is cut open. That's, well, rather unexpected, honestly. But as far as I can see things, this thing is sitting on the third layer of the caverns. Yeah, I'm quite positive about that. Okay, so let's see. I was just finished with that one. All right, so let's do a quick experiment on how the system works. The thing is, my interest here is to find out if I dump fresh water on top of that stagnant water, what kind of alchemy will happen there? Will there be anything happening is the other question, but, you know, so we got that thing now. Brilliant. And, righty. So the next fun step is going to punch a hole into the riverbank here. Is it because of that? Yeah, that's because of that. So there's another Grems. Damn, where's the gremlin? Is it still in my base? I'd love to kill that beast, you know. So I bet if I assign my dudes to that guy, they're going to be too late, aren't they? Let's see if my folks can catch that guy, and he obviously left them. So that's interesting to know. I've never followed a gremlin like that. Oh, you run now, you fool. Okay, I didn't expect him to go that way, but whatever. So the water is now being caught here. Boom. And the next thing we do is we flick that switch. So we will raise the bridge here. So now we have kind of a certain amount of water that we can work with. I do this to avoid death by water pressure from my fortress. So let's see what'll happen if I now open that gate. So that water should now be wandering there, and let's see what that'll do for the fortress. I'm very, very curious to see. And after all these things have been done, we're also going to take care of another exciting project. That's more steel. Yeah, more steel. Because, you know, we got pretty much everything under control that we require, and therefore I'm really down for more steel production. Okay, I got the feeling as if I'd be better off shutting off this square here, but, well, it's just one side note. So the water is being flushed through here quite nicely. There's also salmon trapped in here. Cool. Alright. So now the water starts falling downstairs. I love watching water mechanics in this game, you know. I wish I could switch the camera on these. So the first thing I do notice is it seems as if we do transport not that much water with this system, you know. Yeah, alchemy. So you put one tiny speck of clean water into it, and it transforms from murky water into regular water. Magnificent. Such alchemy. So the only thing left to do for us is now to improve the system and fill the cistern with it. Brilliant. Okay, we got 49 steel bars already in town and lots of coke and charcoal. We got some iron. Let's have some fun with that. First off, I want to grab myself some fresh ore, you know? You might be. Alright, we got native gold here. I'm not down. So, hematite, but that was aquiferous hematite. So, another beast? Maga. Alright. Towering quadruped of grime and filth. Alright. Luckily that beastie is also hanging around in layer 3. So, we don't have to hassle with that thing. I'm relieved in all honesty. Okay, so I was just prospecting for new iron ore, and I am quite shocked to see that we don't seem to have any access to any of it right now. That's not pleasant. Let's change that. Let's check what we can find. I really need to find some veins. Obviously, we ran out of veins here. What has happened? Damn. Alrighty, and let's see how much dolomite do we have in our stockpiles. 14 rocks, that's surely not enough. So, yeah, well, we're putting that on priority tier 2, so the acquisition of flux stone does not interfere with my other projects, you know. Usually I'm only using priority 1 out of one simple reason, and that's because I don't want to let other things override my my mining jobs, you know. With priority 4, which is the default setting, hauling is more important than mining, and that's bothering me. Okay, let's see where we can find more iron. Because obviously, so far, I'm just finding gemstone. I mean, I don't want to mutter. Gemstone is brilliant, but, you know, this ain't what we came for. Wow, but so much black zircon. Seriously, that's a lot. Alright, so the aquiferous rock is open us out on in several ways and means. Nothing too surprising here, I gotta admit. So let's see if we're able to find a nice tasty vein. somewhere in between. But I'm not saying no to those zircons. No, no. And I also figured that we're going to order some obsidian statues, you know? I am creating so much obsidian currently that I figured we might as well make us some obsidian statues. Artist's choice. We're not defining any motives here or anything. Just leaving them to their own creative thing. It's always a very, very interesting thing to see what your artist dwarfs do when you just let them do whatever they want to do, you know? Alrighty, so I am not that happy with my findings so far. Because those findings were none. No! Gosh. Not again. I forgot that we had migrants, and migrants come with new animals. This is, I don't know why it is so hard for me to implement that into my standard behavior. I haven't understood until this very day. But, you know, at least to my own relief, at some point later down the road, I always remember that this was a thing. So, let's keep optimizing this. So let's check out how well that'll work, you know. I really don't know how well that'll work, but we'll see about that. So a couple of new bedrooms can be assigned. I do plan to make glass walls here in the future. This will be really awesome. I envisioned some cool things for the fortress in the far-fetched future. Oh boy, we ran totally out of wood, didn't we? So, yeah, well. This is the hardest part for Shin Mistum. We are ever so hungry for wood. This is really that one stuff this fortress can't get enough of. And it was a pretty hard strike when we had so much so many problems with that due to the agitated animals on the surface and the like. It's really brutal. Oh, another Fey mood is happening. So that's good news. And another siege is passing us by. Nah, they're really attacking us. So we're just going to station the walled kingdoms up there and have some fun, you know. I'm just following their tracks and stationing my squad always a little bit in front of the gobs. At some point my squad will meet them, and judging from my own experiences with things like these, you know, well, let's just say I pity the goblins, alright? I just do. So, there we go. We're just wiping the ground with them. These guys were a ball of death. I mean, you got to see that the dwarves that we saw here in action, they are the finest that Shin Mistum has so far. They are literally the best of the best. You know, every one of them is, well, I don't know. They're sword if they have master in their name, they usually are really stupidly powerful. So let's see. I have an idea. Let's just check their kill numbers. So, oh well, one giant grackle. There were giant grackles. I can't remember seeing any giant grackles. When did you kill that, English? Well, so here we have giant blue jays. All right, this one is a bird killer. I love to check out their kills in between. Another, this guy had almost 10 gobs and a couple of birds. Oh well, a few gobs. So, as you see there, these guys, first of all, as far as I've seen, they all don't have a single scratch, and they have a lot of kills under their belt, you know. Okay, so fun little siege. Nothing to be seen here. Okay, Stoneworker's Workshop. He's working on it. Brilliant, brilliant. So we killed the Snatchers at the same time while we were killing the siege. Yeah, brilliant. I really like what's going on here. So we're going to check on this guy in a hot minute. You know, currently everything is fine. We've struck praise. Yeah, well, I am still somewhat concerned about the situation here, you know? We haven't found anything so far. All those shafts were empty. The only area where we found some was here. Well, seems like we got to tunnel a tad bit deeper, eh? Exciting. Well, since the iron was so far always popping up in larger veins, I am not too concerned in any way, you know. We're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine. So it's the year 112 almost upon us, so let's start ordering another suite of gear. So this time we're going to order steel spears. You know, this is going to be the spear squad. So apart from that, the same old, same old. Helmets, breastplates, mail shirts, you know the drill. The more often I do this, the more I got myself into this whole thing, you know. It's just yeah. All right. So let's see. Do we have everything? Helm, breastplate, gauntlet, greaves. 2, 4, 6 items. Yep, that's great. That's okay. Should be everything. I hope I didn't forget anything. So in the meantime, let's see. The Inky Howls. Yeah, well, they're slowly turning into adequate people here. So let's give them some combat training in between. I'm actually quite proud of myself how I sort of automated that kind of thing. I mean, it ain't exactly automation. We still have to take care of every little bit of these guys, but you know, it's better than before. Okay, so let's see. That thing here has totally run dry. So we're going to check with the cistern now. So how much water does it have? Bottom level full, second level full, third level, fourth level, fifth level, sixth level, seventh level. So yeah, all right. We got 6 levels to fill, and obviously this was not enough. So yeah, we're going to do something which I totally need to monitor. This is the correct one, right? Yeah. So we're going to put this up and leave it opened for a bit of a longer time now. You know, we need that water, and therefore... Ah, yeah, they're finishing off that dude down there. So... I'm carefully here bringing in some extra water. The thing is, that river is ferocious. You know, we're going to get so effing much water out of that we can easily flood the fortress. Therefore, we're now shutting off that thing right away. As you see here, it's filling crazily fast. So therefore... guys? Please? Oh boy. We might be seeing some wet feet this time here. I think this might be actually a little bit too much, but I mean, the worst case that can happen is that a bit of water will be splishing around here. I mean, we do have that contained here, you know. There's no more water coming back now. Onyx, well, great, I guess. Not the stuff that I've been after, but by all means, pretty okay. So, all right. So the cistern will definitely be... Oh, a native gold crown. That's actually really fancy. So if Shinmistum ever has the honors of seeing a monarch or something like that, we're going to use that thing, my friends. We're going to use that thing. So, let's assign... Or... Shouldn't there be a chain? Oh, well, we'll see about that. So, a mandate has ended. Damp stone is located. This is an unexpected issue, you know? I didn't expect us to have such problems in finding any further iron. This strikes me completely unexpected. So in this layer, we had a lot of iron findings. Bone carver has been missing for a week. Oh, interesting. Why are you missing for a week, my man? Here to tell me? Okay. So, yeah. That's the wonderful things of Dwarf Fortress, that there's always something surprising you, you know? Okay. Like, I was so sure that I had all the iron that I need. Totally sure. Maybe too sure. Who knows? But I am sure that we're going to get us some more stuff there. Okay, so let's see how's the situation here. The cistern is actually, yeah, brilliant. It's getting there. So let's see. Yeah, we'll let that go through, and then we'll see how things will develop there. Okay, brilliant. Meanwhile, let's make sure that this gore field here is not escalating any further. So I have assigned a lot of jobs what we were supposed to do with all the steel that we got. But I didn't assign any new jobs for fetching new steel, so probably should change that. So I might be unable to find new iron, but I am not unable to create myself new pig iron and new steel. So we make that now 20 times each. I'm pretty sure that should actually burn through the remaining amount of iron that I got, if I'm not mistaken. Because currently, well, I'm pretty sure that, yeah, we just flat out ran out of steel. No big surprise. Totally expected that, as a matter of fact. So, the bookkeeper is throwing a tantrum. My man, what's wrong with you? You want to craft something. Okay. You want to be with your family, you want to have martial training. So martial training is out of question here. The crafting thing, though, I can't help you out with. So sometimes they go a little bit nuts because they want to have something to do with their time. So, you know what? We need more dwarf shops. And now, let's see, Vutok Imeshmafal. And let's at least fulfill him the wish that he wants to craft something, alright? So, the worst now is again that we... Ah, beautiful. So... I hate this so much. So I'm going to find that guy off camera. Or, Is that already the guy? No. In mesh before. Give me a sec. There we go. So, I dislike it that it is that much of a big deal to do these things, but whatever. We're getting through with this. So we're going to let that guy make one rock crown. I assigned the workshop to him so nobody else can do the job, and hopefully this will improve his mood a little bit. Often these guys are just a lost cause and cannot do much for them, but you know, we owe him at least to try, I'd say. And look at that, our wood stockpiles are slowly filling up with fine underground woods. Oh man, I'm so happy about that. You know, that subterranean timber is so important for this fortress. And most importantly, we're going to be able very soon to start raiding our goblin neighbors. Isn't it beautiful? Shinmistum will finally grow into its true purpose, you know, or fulfill its true purpose. Let's put it like that. Alright, so the only problem I got here is that we got some miasmatic issues there, eh? And I bet the corpse stockpile is just not large enough. Okay, let's try it like that. Yeah, we just had more killing going on than we had stockpile zone, and therefore miasma occurred. That's bad. It's really, really bad. It's pissing them off quite hard. I mean, I would be angry too if I'd be training in a room where corpses are rotten and nobody's disposing of that stuff. But as you see here, there's a green check mark on all these things now, so that means somebody is taking care of these things. There we go. Usually when stuff like that happens, it's quite often a problem with the stockpiles. I've made that experience very, very often. And the corpse and refuse stockpiles, while they destroy these items over time, sometimes they just don't do it fast enough, you know? So, let's do another check with the cistern. Yay! Look at that! It's done! I am happy. So the only thing I'm a little bit worried about is that we might be seeing too much water flowing in there now. Well, so the operation was a full success. We got now Shinmistum now got its own water source, and it's a refreshable water source. You know, that's the best part about it. So we're going to assign this now as our new water source. That means we will be able to get water inside the fortress. We don't need to go outside anymore for this purpose, and that's big step forward, because that means if ever we get besieged in a terrible way, just like Gold Cobalt had the same fate by the dragon, we are now easily able to just sit it out, you know. We even have our own water. So we're going to go now for a standing order to prefer to drink and fish only from designated zones. There we go. So let's try if we actually can go fishing here. I don't know. It might be large enough. It might be large enough. Well, we got one fisher dwarf. He's going to try his luck here for sure. And let's see the work orders here. Well, that's better than I thought, actually. It's going better than I thought. Way better. So, the andesite pit can be expanded a tad bit more. You know, we are using andesite, and therefore I should be recovering my stockpiles or restocking my stockpiles. So the bookkeeper is throwing yet another tantrum. He's one of the people in my fortress I am honestly worried about, you know, because there's no good reason for Vutok to be so unhappy. So crafting alone didn't really fulfill his needs. So, well, we're going to assign Wutok to a different job, you know. Let's assign one of the clothiers to that job. Let's see, I totally forgot where the office was for that guy. Where did I have the offices yet again? I think this is looking good. Yep, this is the bookkeeper's office. Ha! I remembered it from memory. Not bad. So I think with all that fresh timber, yes, carpenters were able to create a fine number of new beds for the fortress. So we should be by now able to host the majority of the people here in the fortress, but I can't already foresee the necessity of yet another floor for our city. I mean, I did expect that to happen rather sooner than later because, you know, 200 dwarves per fortress, that's the standard numbers, and we were not even close to that yet, so I'm not too surprised about that. Something has emptied a cage. Alright. So, turns out the, why is my planter fighting? Oh, I see what has happened there. So, we had the first tantrum fist fight in the fortress, so things with Wutok aren't going too well, but we'll see how that'll develop. So, this is the end of today's episode. I thank you guys so much for watching. I'm so happy we finally got ourselves a working cistern. We got a fresh water source for the fortress. Isn't that amazing? We also have another beast, and it comes with webs, and it is luckily yet again not our elevation level. Oh boy, I'm really relieved about that. And okay, this ain't looking good. Whatever, we're going to continue next episode. I hope we're going to find some iron somewhere, and yeah, stuff. Really looking forward to the next episode. Leave me your comments down below, and as usual, drop a thumbs up, leave a subscription to support the channel, and check out the playlist links down below. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.